Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kat and I am a flight attendant with a major US airline who has been furloughed for about 7 days now. We're gonna work on the intro. I don't know what to do right now, but yeah, in that first week, a lot has happened. Mostly not good. Oh, mostly not good. I decided I'm gonna do this video as a get ready with me. So I got all my makeup stuff here. Just because you can't cry during a get ready with me, that defeats the entire purpose. So I've also got my little mirror right here. I know some of y'all have asked me about travel mirrors, so if you're looking for one, I'll have this link down below for you. I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting ready. I'll have all the products that I'm using linked down below, and we're just gonna go ahead and dive right into this one. So I guess let's start with Bubba. The only reason I'm able to film this right now is because he's actually in the other room sleeping at the moment. Because if you follow me on Instagram, you probably have an idea of what happened, and if you don't, I will have my Instagram linked here right on the screen, so that way you can go follow can't speak, so that way you can go follow me so you can keep up with my day-to-day life. I post on there daily in the stories, so you can get a better view of my life or things or information or whatever. So yeah, Bubba went to the emergency room. We had to rush him on over. Essentially, I've got to take you back a couple weeks as to what's been going on with Bubba. I did tell y'all I was going to be releasing a video that was supposed to come out.
It's been like a week since I've flown because of some health issues with Bubba, which I actually filmed in a previous video that's probably gonna come out after this one, and you'll see why. There's a reason for that.
But truth be told, the video just cannot come out yet, which sucks. I'm probably gonna have to scrap the whole video and refilm it because it had other information in there that I cannot release to y'all yet. Before we get into that, I'm also gonna be using a new foundation. I've been seeing all the ads on Instagram and stuff, and they suckered me into it. I really liked the packaging this came in. It has like a magnetic closure. It reminds me a lot of my lash boxes. Shameless plug in there. So that's pretty cool. I had to find my shade online with a quiz, so if it doesn't match, please don't come for me. So anyways, Bubba's on our insurance plan. So when I lose my insurance, Bubba is gonna lose his as well. Now, we adopted Bubba when he's 12. Right now he's probably like 13 and a half. Most insurance companies will not allow him to be on insurance because of his age. So we were basically trying to get him into a vet's office very quickly and do any testing because he's been having health issues basically since we've got him. So we basically wanted to go take him for a blood test and do some blood work just to check how everything was going. He also started getting seizures. Now, I've actually had a dog in the past who had seizures much worse than Bubba's. Bubba's are more mild. So we basically took him and got blood work done. Some levels came back elevated, so then we ended up doing x-rays, and then from the x-rays we ended up doing ultrasounds, and it looks like Bubba has COPD, which is like chronic bronchitis. It's slow to show up and then it's progressive. So we got him on a new medication. Fast forward to, I think it was like 2-3 days ago. I wanted to give myself time before sitting down and filming this. We were giving Bubba his medicine. He was normal all day long. This was his nightly medicine stuff, and so we were giving that to him. And suddenly, after the 2 medications, his new COPD medication and his like pain medication, he completely collapsed. It was like the most terrifying thing in the world because his like limbs were all spread out. He wasn't moving. He just kind of hit the floor. He was on blankets, but he like hit the floor, and everything was sprawled where it wasn't supposed to be, and he couldn't move his head. He couldn't do a lot of stuff. His eyes, he was out, like slightly out of consciousness. It was so scary, and we kind of waited for him to come back like as if it was going to be a seizure, and then we very quickly realized he's not coming to. We found a 24-hour emergency vet place near us and got him in the car and rushed on over. So they got all checked in, and then immediately wanted to do another fast ultrasound to check and make sure that he didn't have any anaphylactic shock or something like that from his medications, because I think the like the new medication, he was only on it, I think maybe this was his 2nd or 3rd day, and that was it. After doing some tests, they really didn't know what was going on, and even to right now, they don't have an official diagnosis. They left it blank because they're not exactly sure what happened. While being at the emergency vet, he eventually ended up coming back to consciousness a little bit. His back leg was like picked up as if it was injured. He couldn't really walk. Like when he was trying to walk, he was just kind of scooting his butt in a circle. And then the vet wanted him to stay overnight. They gave him fluids and stuff. There's no official diagnosis. We talked to his vet again the next day. So we ended up taking him off the COPD medication. They don't think it was a side effect because that's not generally a side effect of that medication, but they wanted to be better safe than sorry, so they're taking him off, and then we're supposed to be like watching him. We might run some more testing and stuff, which it's been a battle with his insurance company because his insurance company has a pre-existing condition that he doesn't even have. So like the last like 3 claims I've tried to make, they've denied due to a condition he doesn't have. So the vet's been trying to work with us to get them to take away this condition that he does not have because they keep using it as an excuse not to cover anything. So that's been so much fun. So that essentially leads me into my travel schedule. Because of all this with Bubba, my husband and I want to keep a very close eye on him because we essentially went from having a great day, normal behavior, to just collapsing out of nowhere. And it was like the most terrifying, like bawling my eyes out thing. Because of all this, because he was having a completely normal day and it came out of nowhere, we really want to keep somebody around the clock with Bubba. So basically that means my travel schedule for this month has been officially canceled. It just sucks because now obviously I'm a full-time YouTuber with everything going on. So what is a full-time travel YouTuber who's not traveling? She's somebody doing a get ready with me, trying not to cry. That's who she is. Yeah, so I ended up canceling my entire travel schedule for the month. There might be one trip that I might actually still be taking. It depends on what my husband's schedule is gonna look like for that particular day. And it's literally gonna be like an overnight, 1-day trip kind of gig. So I shouldn't be gone more than 24 hours. I don't wanna like tell y'all too much information because if it doesn't work out, I don't want you to be like upset. But essentially I can only go if Bubba starts doing really well again. And as long as my husband can stay with him, there should still be one trip in store. But I'm pretty bummed because I was actually supposed to be going to Salem with a friend and her sister. And then my husband and I were all gonna go to Salem for the entire week. We're gonna get so much good footage for y'all, especially because it was October in Salem, like with like the witchcraft and all that stuff. I just thought that was gonna be so neat. And on top of that, I was supposed to be going to Brazil at the end of the month with my mom, and I thought that would be exciting to film and show y'all Brazil. I've never been. I had at least like 4 that I was like really aiming to be on, and now that's kind of just canceled, and it might just really be 1 or none. I think y'all understand. I don't think anybody's gonna give me any hard feelings about it or anything like that, if that makes sense. I think y'all are all gonna kind of understand where I'm coming from, hopefully. There's also been a few things that have been going on as well that are tough and cost a lot of money and whatever. I don't really want to talk about all that stuff right now. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I'm just like, I don't really feel like talking about. Yeah, I'll tell y'all eventually. I try to tell y'all as much as I'm like comfortable with, as much before it's like kind of crossing the line. I try to keep y'all updated with. So eventually I will end up like discussing maybe some of the behind the scenes stuff that I've also been dealing with. But for now, I kind of just want to deal with it in private, if that makes sense. It's been a lot. It has just been exhaustingly a lot. I actually did start applying for other jobs and other airlines. It's just weird because it's like, if y'all don't know about the payroll extension, then it's really been in the limbo right now with the government. They talked about even getting a standalone bill, but nothing seems to be able to officially pass. You don't know whether to like officially move on or to wait and hold on to hope or not hold on to hope. It's been hard, and it's like every time that I have hope that something's gonna pass, it just doesn't. And then it's so disappointing. It's just disappointing because it's just like, oh my gosh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So I actually did start applying for other jobs. I saw that 2 airline jobs opened up in the Dallas area. It's hard because like a lot of like charter or like private jets or things like that, any of those kinds of flights, many of them don't want you to commute, but especially the ones that are hiring, they want you to live in base. So it's a little bit harder, but I did find 2 airlines that were currently hiring, and shout out to y'all as my subscribers because a lot of y'all have actually been telling me when like positions open, which has been cool. So I've actually been able to find out some information from y'all, which has been very, very neat. So I actually applied to 2 flight attendant positions, And funny story on one of them is actually my old regional airline. Yeah, so I started at a regional airline. I worked there for almost a year before moving on to my main line, which is my airline now. So that would be pretty funny if I end up working back at my regional airline once again until I can be recalled from furlough. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about the other airline, and I don't know if I'm like ruining my chances by saying that on such a public platform. If like somebody higher up is gonna watch this and be like, girl, what? So I applied, but I don't know if I would actually take the position. And hear me out on this, hear me out on this. And it has nothing to do with the airline itself or the job itself. It really doesn't. It has to do with pay. Simply, that's what it comes down to. I would be taking over a 50, so over 50% pay cut. So that's where it really hits home that I'm just like, I don't know if that would be a smart move to do. I mean, yeah, that's a huge pay cut. More than half of my pay would be gone if I took that position. So I'm not sure that that's the direction I want to go in, which now saying that like on here and somebody's watching, they're gonna be like, okay, well, why are we gonna hire you? And you don't even know that you're gonna take it. But I wanted time to think about it, you know what I mean? And airlines are one of those funny things that it can take a long time to be hired. Like I'm sure some of y'all know, I'm sure some of y'all have applied and just realized like it can take years from the time you apply to when you can actually be hired. It just really depends on how much they're hiring, when they're hiring, and all that good stuff, how much candidates there are and whatever else. I didn't know if that was like a job position I would actually want to do or want to take, but I didn't want to count myself out. I wanted to at least apply in case I change my mind and that is something that I want to do. So I made sure to put my application in there just in case. I applied for another airline. I have no idea what their pay scale is. It didn't really say on there, and I haven't necessarily heard of them. I definitely think they're more private. I've also looked into other potential jobs that I might want to do. So I also want to talk to y'all about wanting to do my second channel on YouTube, and I was actually going to be doing that this month. I was so excited, especially with some of the places that I was planning on going, like Salem and stuff. I was like, yes, girl, this is the perfect opportunity. Like, you cannot be defeated. Like, I hyped myself up. I was like, this is great. They're gonna love it. That's actually how I sound in my head, in case anybody was curious. But yeah, so I totally hyped myself up. I was like, they're gonna love it. They're gonna be so excited for your new channel. You're hitting it off right. You're going to Salem. You're gonna show them some really cool spots. That obviously just can't happen right now. They just can't. So then I was pretty bummed, and I'm like, I don't know if I should start the second channel right now, because I mean, I did say that there was gonna be times I was gonna have to shoot videos at home and tell y'all like true crime stories at home. But for the most part, I really wanted to be there and show you and do like a different spin from what other people do, you know what I mean? But it just seems like that's not going to happen. So if I do start the true crime channel, it's probably just gonna be at home. Now, if that's something y'all are interested in and want me to start it anyways, by all means. But I didn't want to disappoint y'all, so I really didn't want to promise you one thing and then that's not at all what I'm doing. If that is something that y'all still want to happen and y'all don't really care if I just tell you stories from home, then by all means I will do that. I just don't ever want to disappoint y'all. Did I not blend my nose contour? Do y'all see? I don't think I did. I literally see like a line straight down. If I did, I did not do a very good job. So I actually started learning German. I've been sticking to it, which I'm really proud of myself for that. I have been trying to do my lesson every single day without fail. Oh, I totally forgot. See, like, this is what I'm saying. It's totally informal. So I did actually start watching my nieces a bit, because my sister is a teacher and she's back in the class. Well, she's kind of been in the classroom the entire time, but now she's back in the classroom setting with half her kids. Half the kids are still online, and then she has her own kids that are only doing school half the time. So I've been trying to help them out as well on the side. So they stayed the night with me last night. Now, I don't have children, so my house is not well equipped for kids. Like, there's not a bunch of toys here. Probably start having them a little bit more frequently, especially if I don't get my job back and they don't extend the PSP. I'll probably have them a bit more, but got that going on for me at least, right? Right. But another weird fun fact is I'm actually trying to get my curls back. I've been like watching so many YouTube videos about how to get your curls back and stuff. I've also been watching a lot of videos on Dollar Tree hacks or like Dollar Tree cleaning stuff. I've been on a cleaning thing. Like cold brew and cleaning have been my aesthetic. Now there has been some wine thrown into the mix in there too, but that has just been like my thing lately. I think like for me personally, like I love cleaning. It helps keep me sane when my house is clean. Even when my life is like a mess, I still feel a bit more put together. I don't know if any of y'all can relate to that. If y'all are not in like a feel-good place right now, I highly recommend either working out, get those endorphins, get your body moving, and then when you start looking good, you're gonna start feeling good. So definitely recommend that, but also just like clean your space or do some feng shui or whatever. And like I said, I love all the organization videos. I started getting a lot of like organization stuff as well. So I like those videos right now a lot. What do y'all like? Leave me some of y'all's favorite YouTubers that you think I should check out in different genres than just travel. I have another product launch coming out with my cosmetic company very, very soon. So it's just been a lot in the works, a lot of staying busy. I probably should have done like, my lips are cracked. I don't know if y'all can see that. I probably should have put my lip scrub on really fast. I'm actually going to be applying my Bengal lashes. I've had such good reviews on my lash glue. I'm so excited. I've had so many people so happy with my formula. I'm telling y'all, like, it is the best lash glue formula I have ever freaking used. But all right, so I am going to go ahead and sign off now. Thank you so much for just listening to me blab. Please give this video a big old thumbs up, press that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.